All right, so I have actually my parents visiting me from Savannah, Georgia, and they're not used to me cooking, so I thought I would surprise them and make them my favorite dish that I sort of did a take on my favorite restaurant in Palm Beach called Kitchen. I'm gonna make them some fish and some pasta and some corn and a few other things to have a casual, nice summer meal and welcome them to my house. I have most of the ingredients here from some local farm stands, but I'm gonna go run to the store and get some fish. Friend Anastasia's amazing olive oil. Coat the entire bottom of the pan. Put in the onions, let those cook for a little bit in the olive oil. I'm gonna season it, it's very important, salt and pepper. This is probably one medium-sized sweet white onion chopped. I'm gonna saute the onions in the olive oil until, you know, between translucent and caramelized. You don't want them fully caramelized at all. Some pretty large pieces of garlic, because I love garlic. I think it adds something to the sauce. I'm gonna cook it down so it gets nice and sweet. I put it a little large so that if you don't love garlic, you don't have to eat it. Little thing that I can't find, so I'm just gonna chop it myself. And I'm gonna have a bunch of small little pieces as well to flavor the sauce. You wanna keep a close eye on this to make sure that it doesn't burn and you continuously move it. I have this on low heat. You know, I'd say probably normal people would want to use, I'm cooking for 4, normally I cook for 2, so like 2 cloves of garlic per person. I love garlic. I used 8 giant cloves, maybe even a little more. I hope you guys remember this. It's called spaghetti dust. It is an amazing mix of garlic, Calabrian chili, parsley, and sea salt. So you don't need to buy parsley. It's spectacular. It's sort of like an everything but the bagel, but Italian. I'm gonna just put this in here. It smells amazing in here. Now that this is cooking, I'm gonna add in the tomatoes. I have a mixture of yellow, gold, and red. I'm coating all of the tomatoes with olive oil. You want to make sure it's shining, and if there's no excess, like little olive oil or whatever. Now, what I'm going to do is, originally I was using dry white wine, Sauvignon Blanc, Sancerre, different things, and one day I was out of everything and I tried Pinot Grigio. It's all we had, and it made a world of difference. 2/3 of a cup of Pinot Grigio. I think I'm gonna need a little more. Definitely gonna do 2/3 cups. I'm gonna put the lid on that for a minute. Water is boiling. I'm gonna salt it, which I always do. I know sometimes you don't see me do it, so I'm gonna let you see me. I'm gonna go 3 times around the ocean. Maybe that's 6, whatever. I use this, I'm using light Botini. It's what we had in here. This is from a company called Fiber Gourmet. Less calories, more fiber, and it's really, really delicious. I tried all the different types of light pastas on the market. This is absolutely my favorite one. You know, I don't really feel like I'm eating anything other than normal pasta, and I've tried, you name it, whatever pasta that they make, I have tried it, and most of them are disgusting. The white wine is reducing in cooking. I, of course, messed that up. I used a little bit too much white wine than normal, so use a little less white wine. It is reducing now, and it smells lovely. So we want to make sure the tomatoes are cooked. They're going to start to blister a little bit and they're going to start to peel itself, and I'm just going to watch it closely. When that starts to happen, I'm going to mash it. You know, I would say probably about 10 minutes until it gets to the way that you want. By that time, the pasta will be done, and then we are going to start cooking the fish. I have our fish. You could really use any type of white fish that you like. We're just gonna pat it dry first. It's very important. Oh my God, this one is literally huge. Give that one to my husband. I've seen people do all sorts of things. They flour them, they do this and that. Honestly, I don't know what, if anything, makes a difference. So I just do my own thing. I learned the secret from my father, where basically you just put the corn in a bowl, you put a wet paper towel over it. It's 3 minutes per corn, but we have 4, so I'm just gonna do it for 8 minutes. And I know that math doesn't make sense, but when you do more time, it cooks. I'm gonna put it in the microwave. We'll start it at 8 minutes, and then I'm gonna check on it. Tablespoon of olive oil. Pan is a little hot, but that's okay. Little olive oil, and I'm gonna put in 1 piece of fish. Put a little pepper and salt. I'm going to again use my special seasoning. Once it turns white, I'm going to use an old-fashioned French technique. Just kidding. I'm gonna try to flip it without ruining it. Salt and pepper here. So see how easy that is? That cooked very quickly. You do not want to overcook it. That's one piece. I'm gonna do the others and then we'll see you shortly. Make sure you put about 2 heaping tablespoons of tomato paste. Heaping tablespoon of Mike's hot honey. I'm gonna put in about 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm using vegan butter, but you can use whatever you'd like. Finish the fish off with some fresh lemon juice. I'm gonna probably just do it like this. Use some lemons. I'm gonna squash the final tomatoes to make the sauce a little smoother. I'm gonna ladle some of the sauce on top, right on top of the fish. I like a lot of sauce because it's delicious. You can put as much or as little as you'd like. This is done, we're gonna put it straight to the sauce. I'm not straining it because I'm gonna let a little bit of the pasta water get into the sauce to let it thicken a little bit. I'm gonna just put in some fresh basil, or you always wanna taste as you go, but I've made this a few times and it's amazing, so. All right, so I'm gonna go enjoy dinner with the family. This was the fish, some fresh corn, and pasta. We're also gonna make a salad, but I really hope you try this, and it's really great that you can use the sauce for 2 dishes sort of at once, and they're both simple, easy, delicious, and it's worth a few extra minutes and steps for like an amazingly somewhat healthy and gourmet meal. Hope you try it.